Good morning, hello, good afternoon, and good evening, dear friends. So, we begin like 5 minutes earlier to give time for people to join us and also to enjoy some of the beautiful sounds that my new singing bowls are doing. I just got them this week from a lovely lady. That she's got also a beautiful place for yoga in Bulgaria. And here we go, just give a little, just a moment. So settle yourselves, get ready for the practice, finding your sacred spot. Get your candles on. So this is my other bigger one. It's beautiful. And also I'm on my own today with my toddler, so he might come in or call me out, so hopefully our class will be easy as breeze, but so that you know, there might be a bit of an interruption at some point maybe. And today what I wanted to talk about is or try and do our practice is more to do with the mind and observe. We do that all the time obviously, but lately it's been a massive issue, especially in the last year and a half, because of the pandemic, because of different reasons. Astrologically people say that we are moving into the era of the Aquarian, so this is the sign where it lives in their head, and there will be a lot of inventions, lots of ideas coming through. And from a yoga point of view, many practices are basically saying to purify the body, because this is the vessel of these higher frequencies to be able to come through. So if your vessel, if the body has certain blockages in the physical part, whether this is certain organs and energy blockages, these ideas won't be able to go through, and it might even affect the body in a bad way, so you get illness of some sort. And so that's why yoga also talks about the 5 koshas, or the 5 sheets, the 5 baskets, if you like. The literal translation is the physical, the mental, the emotional and intuitive, and the final one is the inner, deeper inner one, the eternal, the forever existing little Buddha, or this kosha. And they interact constantly with each other. So if, for example, as I said, physically your body is not well, then obviously there will be certain blockages, and you won't be able to perceive and connect to the higher levels of your baskets. You won't be able to perceive higher ideas, which is into the intuitive kosha. And also the other way around is, if there is any disturbances emotionally or mentally, give a signal down through the other koshas to reach to the body. And so it will manifest in a certain discomfort, maybe, or a certain, could be discomfort or illness, something which the body will give you a awareness to tell you something's not right. Okay, and for example, the quickest example is if the food we eat affects our stomach and it's the area there is not very well and healthy, that would affect your mood, that would affect your you would feel like, I don't know, bloated, uncomfortable, which will make you probably irritable. You won't have time to sit and meditate or observe something and enjoy it and find the beauty in it. You'll be kind of not in a good state of mind, emotionally, physically and mentally. And of course that will affect you spiritually. And the other way around, if you're emotionally disturbed or somehow have emotional turbulence, that will affect, again, maybe your stomach will give you a sign. You would feel these butterflies if you feel like, in love or something's wonderful. You feel these really butterflies here, symptom. Or if you are negatively affected emotionally, this will make you, again, to feel it in your belly. And so you see, this is like an example how the 5 koshas constantly send information into, they're interlaced and they constantly communicate with each other. So by observing this through our practice on the mat and then taking it out in our life, this will give us a better perspective of where we are, how we maneuver into the sea of life, I suppose. And when you connect to get that balance, equilibrium, that beautiful balance within yourself, you'll be able to see and feel the beauty of the creation, or of the spiritual manifestation in the material world that we live in. You'll be able to kind of connect somehow both. Okay, so let's have this in mind about the 5 koshas and the interaction between them and how this affects us, and observe our practice today and try to take this off the mat in our daily life. And that's indeed what yoga is about. Good. So let's sit comfortably, have your cushions nearby, any props. Any shawls, scented candles, whatever. Good morning, Jack. So good to see you. Lovely. So, now let's have a moment and just feel the body connecting to the floor. And begin to lengthen through the sitting bones. Up, finding space between the vertebrae. allowing the shoulders to drop away from the ears. Feel the heart is blossoming. Feel the head on the top of the last vertebrae where the neck and the head connects in a very light spot. They're touching, lengthening through the crown. Exhale any tension out into the ground. And even if you like, travel a little bit from the tailbone all the way down through the earth, connecting to the center of the planet, and observe that maybe pulsation, connection you get, any sensations with that contact. And just a few breaths. Few inhales, exhales. Prepare yourself for the practice ahead. We're going to take a deep inhale for 3 arms and the Loka mantra. Inhale. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Beautiful. Gently we're going to start lengthening, opening the major joints here. So if you want to swap your legs, that's fine. Any cushions if you need support. Okay, so we're gonna start with just gently opening to the side. So you can inhale here and exhale, and then inhale, come back and swap the other side. So inhale, lift, and exhale. So I'm just using this cushion because my knee is somehow bothering me, but you can keep going with the, if you're sitting in a lotus position. Inhale back to center, and then inhale the other side. Exhale. You can stay for a long inhale and exhale, turning to look up the ceiling, opening the rib cage, rooting into your sitting bones. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lower. Again, inhale, lift. Feel that opening in the rib cage. Yeah. But root down into your sitting bone. Turn up to look at the sky. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, come up. And exhale. On the next inhale, exhale, let's interlace the fingers. And keep lengthening as far as it comes comfortable for you, but don't forget to root into your sitting bones. And then inhale, exhale to the right, lengthening. You can gently look up the sky if you need to, move the shoulder blades away. And then when you're ready, next inhale brings you back to center, And exhale, shoulder blades down. Inhale, exhale to the other side. Gaze up the ceiling if it's possible. Inhale, come back to center. Beautiful. On the next inhale and exhale, we're going to come to fours. Just so that we feel this lovely movement into cat and cow. Just a dynamic opening with the inhalation and exhalation. Also, if your body wants you to move like side to side, scraping, that is great. And just as many as you need to do, go for it. And then coming to Balasana. And we're going to take deep inhales here and exhales just to lengthen, to feel the spine. Good. And press the palms into the floor, open and spread the fingers there. Good. Inhale, coming up to tuck the toes under into down dog. We're going to do 3 breaths here, and with these 3 breaths you can gently move. Feel if your body tells you that you want to gently soften, bend the knees, that's fine. Otherwise, maybe you'll be able to touch the floor with your heels parallel and moving shoulder blades away. 1 more breath here. Beautiful. On the next inhale, exhale, let's come to hover, the knees above the ground. And again, we're going to do 3 rounds of breath here. Engage your thigh muscles, press through the ball of the feet, extend out through the crown. Inhale and exhale for 3. And 1. You can be dynamic, go back into down dog and go back into 3 breaths like so. And 2. And 3. When you finish, go back into your down dog, stretch and feel the hamstrings, the back of your thighs, really like having a good time now to stretch, to open, lengthen through the crown, extend out through the tailbone. Again, 2 to 3 breaths here. Feel the rib cage moving with the breath, the lungs are opening wider. Good. And the next inhale, exhale, we're going to open the hamstrings a bit more. So lower the back knee, keep the belly together with your thigh. And lift the front knee. We've done this few times. The fingers in line with your toes, belly connected to the thigh. So now the awareness is on the toes and pressing down through the heel. Then extend out through the crown, lengthen, move the shoulder blades away. Stay here for 3 breaths. Soften the tongue, soften the face. 1. With the next exhale, press more down the heel into the mat like you want to make a hole. Okay, and 1 more breath. Beautiful. Moving into down dog, ready for the other side. Reach and stretch, that's beautiful. Opening into your down dog before you move to the other side. Inhale, lift the left leg. And when you're ready to move it forward, move so that it's toes in line with your fingers. Keep the belly onto your thigh and then move the foot, so you're flexing the foot but you're not crunching, you're lengthening through. Gaze the big toe, open and spread the toes. 3 breaths here. 1, 2, and 3. Go back into your down dog. Beautiful. Take a breath into down dog, and we're going to come back into hovering again. So you can do it dynamically if you want to, or stay here for 3 breaths in the hovering there. 1, 2, and 3. Back into down dog. Good. Stretch the back of your thighs. Feel the breath. Observe any heat on the body. Any thoughts? When you're ready, on the next inhale, exhale, walk or jump to the front. Ready for some swan dives here. Again, when you travel with your breath, you'll be able to have space, give enough time for the body, but also to observe your mind. And if there is any blockages emotionally, you might want to, it will help you to come out. So listening to the breath is very good and essential. Parallel feet, hip width apart. Inhale, arms raise. And exhale. Bend the knees, parallel thighs, look forward. Exhale now, fully out through the crown. Inhale, you can come up with bent slightly knees or knees are straight. So I'm going to show you this way. Inhale, arms raised. We're going to do 5 rounds here. And exhale, forward. Bending the knees, look forward. Shoulder blades away. Then exhale. Make sure your palms are beside your feet, fingers in line with the toes. Then inhale, come up. Follow the movement of the breath with your physical movement. Exhale. Parallel thighs, look forward. Exhale through the crown. Inhale, coming up. Two more. Coming to final. Good. Inhale, coming up. Take a breath or two here. Focus on your internal experience, and then when you're ready, we're going to go down to a squat. So the opening of the hips is very beneficial for the lower back and ultimately for the whole back when we start doing any back bends. So we're going to open the hips by squatting first. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, squat. Now you can walk the feet a bit wider apart, and we're just going to do that beautiful wide, pressing the elbows onto the inside of your knees. But also some people may need to have a little support here. Use books or magazines, like really thick, that, or blocks if you have at home, to support you here. Okay, and when you go, don't round the back. Make sure the back comes out. Lengthen through the crown. We're going to stay here for 3 to 5 breaths. You can soften, go back into it, soften, or stay if it's comfortable enough for you through the whole breath count. Adjusting, so you're pressing the inner knees with your elbows. The palms are also pressing into each other, lengthening through the crown and moving the shoulder blades down. You can also just gently move side to side if that helps you to open a bit and loosen a bit more the hips, but moving the pelvic area kind of forward. Two more breaths here. Just observing. Beautiful. On the next inhale, exhale, let's go to sit down, and then we're going to open to one side here. So bend the knee onto the inner side, inner thighs, open the toes. Inhale, lengthen, and then exhale, we're going to come forward. So some people able to reach the foot, others maybe is okay for the ankle or the shin. What we want to do is to make sure that we have this opening in, trying to move the knee, rooting down through your sitting bones and the knee and the heel into the floor. And you can gently start traveling, move the shoulder blades away and gaze the big toe. 3 to 5 rounds here. Trying not to round the back. So the moment you feel you're rounding the back, go to a spot which it helps you to feel the back is straight. So all the flexion is happening in the hips and the rooting into your sitting bones. Two more breaths, no matter where you are, just experience that posture for today as you are. Half Janu Shirshasana, and then gradually inhale, bring you up, and then we swap the legs. If you need to support underneath that knee or sit on a block, and then when you're ready, let's go for another round of 5. Surrender with every exhale. Let it go. Let it go. And when you're physically able to let go and observe how you feel, you'll be able to observe emotionally and mentally how you feel. And then surrender to your final expression of the posture for today. And then gradually coming up with the inhale. Beautiful. So hopefully that was okay. Opening the hips a little bit more. Coming into down dog. And then we're going to go for a dynamic sun salutation. So again, up to you, your own pace and variation. Go through it 3 rounds. And then we meet in Tadasana. Okay, let's go. Two more rounds. And your final. Beautiful. Coming back into Tadasana. And from there we're going to go for a triangle. However you want to go into, people start sort of jump into star shape, and then we turn to the right. Inhale and exhale, begin the journey. Make sure that you're not moving the bum out. It's a side extension and rooting down and reaching up through the crown and to the front, rooting down. Shoulders away from the ears, and then gaze the thumb or the big toe. You can gently bend and then work that front foot, not to lock the knee, but work through your spreading the toes, even lifting the front big toe. Will help you to feel that you're not just locking there. Good. 3 breaths. After the third one, we're going to come into a very good long kind of lunge. Inhale, lift. So you can just keep that 3 breaths here, opening the groin, really reaching up through the pointing fingers up. Curve in the back. And after the third one, exhale. Cause you baby. Oh, mommy pravi yoga. Mom. Then we're gonna go back into down dog. Czekaj, Stormy. Right, and then we're gonna try to come to the other side for the triangle. So however you come up. Stormy, ne. Iди да видим Маша. Маша. Иди виж Маша, почна ли мамо? Иди виж Маша, бързо. Да, мамо. Okay, so we're gonna start for the other side triangle. Jackie? Exhaling down into your triangle. A little bit of concert here. Okie dokie. Move the shoulders away. 3 breaths here. Не. Не се прави така. Нежно прави. Айде, отива оттатък. After the third breath, we're going into Stormy. We're going to the lunge. Mamo, pazi se, Mom. Inhale, lift. And again, trying to go as comfortable to let go. Да, Mom. Masha, почна ли? Ти да видиш, мами? Почна ли, Маша? For 3 breaths here. Ела, Stormy. Хайде, пази се оттам. And after you're exhaling back into down dog. Ела. Иди да видим къде е. Я виж къде е. Донеси ми яйцето. Яйцето донеси, хайде. Right, and down dog. Here we are. Then we hover into 3 breaths. Or some of you may want to go in a plank, or whichever you feel more comfortable with. 3 breaths. Extend out through the crown. Press palms into the floor and the ball of the feet as well. Two. And after the third, back into down dog. Opening the hamstrings, stretching even the calf muscles. Move the shoulder blades away. 3 rounds of breath into down dog. And on the next inhale, exhale, we're going to come to sit in on the floor. Right. So with this one, we're going to open into cobbler's pose. Again, keep opening here, stretching the inner thighs, sitting, hold the ankles, and again, lengthening through and coming to surrender. Pressing the inner knees with your elbows, and again, don't round the back. Make sure you're lengthened through. Gaze the point down on the floor. Keep lengthening through the crown and keep surrendering. So gently just rocking side to side. Focus on the breath and focus on how you're feeling. Anything may come up, observe it, let it go, surrender to it. When you reach your final expression in this pose for today, just observe it, gently move out from the edge and come back for a spinal twist. Pressing and opening the toes, pressing the heel, pressing the foot, and an inhale and exhale, begin the twist. Gently working your way from the lower back, middle back and upper back. Don't forget to press. Whatever is touching the floor is your roots in order to lengthen and grow from there. Three to 5 breaths again, as any variations that you want to go for. You want to maybe reach and try to have your hands here together, not. Good. When you're ready, inhalation, look forward first, and then we're going to swap for the other side. Active feet, press into the floor with the back fingertips, or use a block. I don't have a block, but I'm just suggesting that you may use that. And again, don't forget the foot is flexed, open the toes. Inhale, lengthen, and then exhale, begin your lovely twist. And then gradually see if any variations there, any props you might want to have nearby, like belts or shawls. Beautiful. Inhale, come into hug your knees and massage the whole of your back here. Ready for a bridge or shoulder stand. And also some people, if you want to open more into the hips, you can do a half lotus bridge where you go like that. Okay, so depending on your ability, or just a normal one, hip width apart. Make sure there's nothing to obstruct your head from flat on the ground, and then gradually begin to lift. Activate your glutes, press down through the feet. Keep the knees in line with the hips. 3 to 5 rounds of breath here. You can also be dynamic, letting go on exhale and lift on inhale, or just find your posture and stay there for 3 to 5 breaths. Listening to the breath, holding strong thighs and glutes. Beautiful. Some of you from here may want to hop straight up into shoulder stand. If not, lower down and then begin by gently coming into bull, gradually lengthening. Check it. Check him. So you know what I mean. Okay. And lengthening through in your shoulder stand. Sтой тук сега. Лицка, донеси ми яйцето. Донеси яйцето. Good. And from there, Stormy, ела тук седни при мама. Ела тук. Кажи здрасти, чао. 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 Ела. Чао. Ела, мама. I'm sorry for that. Gradually moving into plow. Mommy. And then from plow, you know. Добре, отивай да вземеш машата. Good. Right, okay, and good. And after you've done your plow and bull, we move into fish. Okay? Also variation in fish. You can be in half lotus here if your body allows you, if your joints allow you. Go into lotus first and then to fish. So that's very good. Or just have your legs straight, sitting on top of your palms. Drinking that beautiful breath, whether it's your natural or Ujjayi breath. And of course, I'm not saying how long you stay in any position. You feel your body, you feel your way there. And when you're ready to surrender to surrender to Shavasana, you go for it.
Look at this, oh God.
And hopefully Storm will go to the other room not to disturb you. Stormy. So we're going into Shavasana. Let me see it.
Jabłka, 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 jabłka. Makitemu masz jabłka. No go myśli. Myślą. Idzie. No go makty. No go makty. Jabłki.